Hello friends, welcome back to my blind playthrough of Planescape Torment. This is episode 50, could it be? 50, wow. Thank you for sticking with me for 50 episodes, by the way. That's a long time to be sticking with the Let's Play. So last time, we had an incredible... I was going to call it a vision, but it wasn't really a vision. Well, I guess it kind of was. We experienced these two sensory stones. This one was really interesting. We met our crazy... our past incarnation, who I lovingly called Crazy Me, and that was interesting enough. But then we saw this whole psychological manipulation that the Nameless One had done to Deionarra at some point in one of his previous incarnations, and it was disturbing stuff, man. We honestly, I feel like we witnessed something that would break most people. Like, witnessing something like this, witnessing yourself manipulating someone and seeing it from the perspective of the person who's doing the manipulating, as well as the person being manipulated, it must be honestly heartbreaking. And I think the first thing to do today will be to look into our journal and see if there's anything about that, because come on, there's got to be something, right? That was like a really crazy moment. Yep, yeah, we are on the journal. Okay, this is the puzzle box. I saw Deionarra's final days within one of the sensory stones in the Pest Hall's private sensorium. In it, she told me, the one in the experience, that she had left a legacy for me. It may prove useful. A legacy at the Advocate's house in a vault somewhere, or safe box, or something like that. So that's definitely where our steps should go after we're done here. In that experience of Deionarra's in the sensory stone in the Fest Hall, I know that when she suggested I leave a legacy, it struck a chord with my previous incarnation. This is what motivated him to leave that legacy for himself, just as a precaution. Ah. So we might find something from Deionarra as well as ourselves, so to speak. Okay, super interesting. But there's also a third memory stone, and I'm almost afraid to touch it, man, because the first two were incredible, like some of the best stuff I've seen in this game.
All right.
I'm nervous. I'm nervous about this one. This sickly green stone, it's a sickly green too. Come on, man, what's gonna happen here? This sickly green stone is securely fastened to the pedestal it rests upon. The inscription beneath it reads, "The Messenger." As you touch the stone, its green exterior sharpens, clashing, its brightness becoming more than you can bear, so much so you close your eyes to shut it out. Man, the way they're describing this stone is already horrible. The title, The Messenger, could be anything, I suppose. As you close your eyes, you feel the skin along your arms become numb, as if all sensation is being bled from them. Tired, so tired. You try and blink, yet the darkness remains. Your lids feel soft and sluggish, unresponsive. You are sitting on what feels to be a dirt floor, and around you is the smell of coppery blood and herbs? Why are you here? You came here to... what? Your memory fails you, but you feel a growing panic beginning to well up within you. Try and get my bearings, I guess? Ah, awake now, are you? A questioning all done. The voice is an old woman's, thick and scratchy, as if it is trying to force its way past the thick layer of dust. Try as you might, you cannot open your eyes and see the woman. But you feel a shiver of fear. Something is wrong, terribly wrong. You try to respond, but all you can manage is a ragged croak. You can't feel your tongue, and your eyes. What's wrong with your eyes? Indeed, I was like, are we blind? As soon as it said that I cannot open my eyes, that's suspicious, right? So, is that I was somehow blinded? No, they've definitely done something to my eyes, and to my tongue as well, because I can't feel my tongue. And it could also be my ears, because maybe the voice is not trying to force its way past a thick layer of dust, but it's trying to force its way past something in my ear, just something that they've done. So I was obviously being questioned, right? As a messenger. I wonder what that could be about.
Now, see me you did, spoke you did, and poorly. So the price have you paid, hmm?
The crone sounds amused. It's Ravel. It's Ravel, isn't it? That's gotta be her. Then her tone drops sharply.
No more of your questions. Now you will listen, and you will remember my words, for in minding me, you shall live. She hisses. Nod if you hear me, or another bit shall I take.
Oof, okay. I guess I'll nod.
Remember me, traveler. Remember me to a stone, one of the pretty glimmers in your festive hall. Use it like a cup. Pour what you feel into it, and know this. Remember me to a man who wears a skin of scars and tattoos, who seeks memories but has misplaced them. If smart he is, he will know the knowing of me. Tell him to find me, or if I am not to be found, tell him to come to the Glimmerstone, and we shall speak, my precious man and I.
The woman pauses, then hisses again.
Nod if you hear me, ragged thing.
Well, honestly, I thought she might be torturing or questioning one of my previous incarnations, but maybe that's not what's going on at all. Maybe this is just an innocent civilian who is supposed to give me or send me a message like this. That's why the memory is called the messenger, right? I kind of I'm not sure how that works though. Like, how does a man being tortured somewhere at the other side of the plains get sent here into the memory stone for me to experience, and how can Ravel know that that's what's going to happen? Assuming this is Ravel, I'm pretty confident that this has got to be her.
Ah, pretty. Polite to listen so long. When he comes to the Glimmerstone, tell the man who speak my name, and your pain shall not have been in vain.
The crone's voice trails off, as if distracted. You try to speak again, but there is only a sick gurgling noise. What happened? Who is this person? Why are you... And you begin to feel yourself slip into unconsciousness. Ravel! Ravel, it is I.
Updated my journal.
There is silence. Ravel?
Ah, my precious man.
There is the slow shuffling of feet, and you feel a sharp pinprick in your left eye. You gasp, and suddenly, barely you can see with your one and only eye. You lie in a grey hut upon a dirty floor where blood, your bright red blood, has seeped into the surrounding grey dust. Your arms are gone. Your legs have been hacked off at the knees. Yet you feel numbed, and there is no pain, only fear. There is someone above you, someone looking down on you. Ugh, that's a horrible picture there. Ugh. No arms, no legs, jeez. As you look up through your bloody, blurred vision, you see a horrid, bluish-grey face, grinning with yellowed tusks.
Ravel is pleased. A-wondering I was if this messenger would make it, for weak he was when his bits were placed on my plate.
She holds up a talon in front of you, and impaled on the tip of it is an eyeball. The right one. Hang on. The nameless one can take his eyeballs off, can't he? That's gotta have something to do with this.
Yet to the festive hall he returned, it seems, and our time together has he shared. And now you have come. Success!
Ravel, I have many questions for you. First among them, what the fuck? Why are you doing this? What is this? I gotta say, so far she's kind of feeling like a cartoonish hag villain, you know, like almost like a hag from a fairy tale who is just unequivocally evil. And I'm wondering if as we learn more about her, there will be some redeeming quality, or if she really is just evil. And then again, in this world, being completely evil is actually part of the whole alignment thing and part of the whole cosmology. So sure. I have many questions for you. The crone shakes her head, your blurred vision seeing 3 images at once. Her greyish hair is like brambles drifting down her shoulders.
No, only time for answers does Ravel have, and she has no time to waste with your guest questions. Know this, and in the knowing grow strong.
In the knowing grows strong, huh? I wonder where we've heard that before.
You must find me, my precious man.
Okay, but how? If you told me where you are, it would be much easier.
Updated my journal.
I am beyond knowing, in a lady's place. Now shed listen to Raver, for there is much you can do. You must do. To find me, 3 things must you do. Find the door, know the key, then unlock the key.
I know she said no questions, but like, Ravel, how am I talking to you if this is someone else's experience? What the hell?
Of stones and experiences and telling will Ravel do, but not the telling of how she speaks to you now.
Her voice, by the way, is quite unique. I don't mean the voice that I'm doing with my mouth. I mean like the actual choice of words and how she arranges them. It's kind of hard to decipher what she's trying to say sometimes. But I think I'm managing so far. She speaks soothingly.
Many are the branchings and twistings of Ravel, and many are her secrets. I need you, and I need you knowing of this.
Well, okay, what door? It's gotta be a portal, right? It's gotta be a portal somewhere here in Sigil.
The door is not a finished thing, at least when I last gazed upon it. But in the passing of time, perhaps now well wrought it is. Go to the place of forges and steel. Perhaps there you will find the door that takes one to me.
The place of forges and steel. I tried to get there before, but the guards wouldn't let me in. So I'm guessing it's open now. What is the key?
To know of the key, speak to one of the knowing ones. Many there are in the festive hall, many. Yet only one there who knows the knowing of what the key is that you need. Loosen his tongue, and many secrets shall spill forth.
Loosen his tongue. There was someone who can't speak, right? So loosening his tongue is in this case quite literal. So I'm probably gonna have to do something to make him speak, which I do have something for. I have some sort of potion or something like that, something in a jar, I think. And now I actually kind of understand, because you guys told me in the comments, you guys mentioned that many things which seem like side quests in this game ultimately end up tying into the main quest, and I feel like that's what's going on, because I definitely assumed that the thing with loosening someone's tongue, whoever it is, I don't exactly remember at the moment, would be like a side quest, but it sounds like it's necessary for progression.
Many secrets shall spill forth.
Well, I'm intrigued. What door do you speak of?
The door is not a finished thing.
That's the one I asked before. Why am I doing that one again? Unlock the key, that's what I meant. What do you mean?
And knowing the key is not enough, so Ravel thinks. Knowing it and unlocking it. Two tasks that must be joined. For at times a thing knows not its nature. But you are no stranger to that.
Ravel cackles, a long, hideous cry that fills your ears with pain. Okay, now I'm wondering... The thing about me not knowing my nature, I guess that's definitely like referring to the fact that I don't have my memories, right? That was brought up before. Two tasks that must be joined. Knowing and unlocking. I'm not sure what exactly it is she speaks of, but I'm sure it will become clear as we go on with this. Well, I asked this one too, so farewell, Ravel, I guess. Have a good one, maybe, and stop torturing poor people on my behalf.
Return. I will give what help I can.
Ravel gives us final smile, a horrible yellow-fanged grin. A blackish tongue darts from her lips and lingers at the edge, teasing.
But in the end, only the one question remains.
Meaning?
Only one question. This I ask.
Ravel's eyes blaze like fires, the red light turning her face blood red.
What can change the nature of a man?
Is that it? Is that the central question? Is that question central to all of this game's themes and sort of philosophical reflections? Is this what it comes down to? What can change the nature of a man? Well, depends what you mean by nature, you know? You gotta start by defining our words. At the question, you feel a tremor pass through, like thunder, and you feel yourself burn. I feel myself burn? And does that mean that I can get Ignis as a companion now? That's kind of a random thought, but that's what it associates with. A tremor passed through. Okay, I will let the experience go. Your vision clears until you are standing once again before the hideously green stone. It looks different than before, more horrid somehow. Well, it looked horrid enough before. I guess we'll try to shake the experience then. Okay, so we finally met Ravel. Not exactly face to face. More like eye to vision? That makes no sense. Now all that's left to do here is talk to Quell, right? Or maybe let's read the journal first. I encountered a horrid stone in the private sensorium in the fest hall. It was a ghastly green stone that held an experience of someone at Ravel's mercy, being tortured so that he would carry the experience back to the fest hall, and eventually to me. In it, Ravel said that I should speak her name if I found the stone, so I did. Ah, okay. So I thought what was happening is that she was torturing someone right now in real time to sort of somehow communicate with me, you know, telepathically, so to speak. But that's not what these stones do, right? Someone had to come back to the fest hall, and someone had to bring this experience here. Although I'm kind of wondering, like, how do you even bring the experience of having no arms and no legs back to the fest hall? Like, someone must have helped you or carried you or something. And the second entry, that sensory stone in the private sensorium held an experience with Ravel inside it, and I was actually able to speak to her through it, though I don't know how. That is definitely an important question to ask. She told me that I needed to find her, and to find her I would need to find the door, know the key, and unlock the key. I'm hazy on what she said about each. Excuse me, you're not supposed to be hazy. You're supposed to be the journal. You're supposed to be the source of details that I forgot. the journal can't just tell me, oh, I'm hazy. Okay, but I have a suspicion I can return to the stone if I need any more clues. Seriously? Why didn't they write this down? Okay. I mean, I get that I can come back to the stone. It's just depends how far it happens to be when I decide that I need to come back. Ah, well. I'm actually really hazy on the details. It's a lot to take in, to be honest. Like, playing this for the first time. I'm sure you guys watching this or experiencing this for the second, third, fourth time, you are picking up on all kinds of details and connections that are just going right over my head. Quell. This older man is chewing on something, muttering softly to himself. After a moment there is a crack as he crunches down on the object in his mouth, then swallows it. His bushy, brassy white eyebrows furrow for a moment, rise, and then furrow again. Without so much as looking at you, the man reaches into his tunic, pulls out a puce-colored ball, regards it curiously for a moment, then pops it into his mouth. Is he chewing like miniature bombs or something? Is that how people brush their teeth in this world? That would be fun. Greetings, I said. The man frowns and waves you away, then nods to himself thoughtfully as he savors the flavor of whatever he spit into his mouth. You know, when I first came here, I kind of thought that these 3 stones were like distractions, and talking to Quell was the main thing here, and now I'm starting to feel the opposite. I got some questions. The man smirks, bites his thumb at you, then abruptly pauses. His cheeks swell, and with a violent gag, he spits up a large black fly which begins to buzz around the chamber. "Minerosian candies be damned!" he cries, shaking his fist at the insect. He whirs on you. What? So this is interesting. So the candies, it kind of seems like the candies taste very, very well most of the time, but sometimes there's a small chance of something like this occurring. You know, like of them turning into a fly which buzzes around the room or something like that, which makes them kind of fun. It reminds me a lot of Harry Potter, honestly. You know how sweets and candy in that world can sort of do some things, just mess with you in all sorts of ways. And also, what does it say about this guy that he likes to chew on candy? Actually, you know who he reminds me of? He kind of reminds me of Elminster from Forgotten Realms, of course, but I know him from Baldur's Gate 3 only, where he's portrayed as this, you know, super wise, super capable old wizard who still very much enjoys food and the simple pleasures of life. That's kind of the vibe I'm getting from this man. Let's maybe open with a banger. Maybe it will make him actually pay attention to us. What do you know of Ravel Puzzlewell? He pops a small red candy into his mouth. Do you always traipse about molesting puissant mages with your ignorant prattle? Babbling, blathering, chittering, chattering. And actually, his variety of vocabulary is also reminiscent of Elminster, isn't it? Elminster likes to speak in these long, flowery sentences, flowery language, which I very much enjoyed when playing Baldur's Gate 3. And I'm getting a similar vibe from this guy again. He's also kind of irritable, like he's obviously lived a long life and he has no time for anyone's shit. The candy shoots from his mouth on chattering, flying in a high arc to land on the floor with a wet blip. He stares at it sadly. You know, I'm actually back to thinking that this guy is the main event here. I guess there's no reason to think that there is a side event and a main event. I guess all of this is important. My question?
It was so tasty too, he mews. He suddenly looks up, snarling. Sorry! As you should be, you piking dung beetle. Mages deserve respect, and bashers like you should know their proper place.
I'm a mage too. I don't look it. And I'm not particularly capable, but I switched classes from fighter to mage, so I'm not a basher, not exactly. He begins to jump up and down.
Proper place! Proper place!
Snatch up the mage's candy and eat it? That's stupid, but it sounds fun. Let's do it. You snatch up the candy and pop it into your mouth. Its taste is sweet and tangy. The mage's jaw drops. My delectably scrumptious Bitopian fruit candy. That was good. Can I have another? I guess if he doesn't want to be serious, I won't be serious either.
Another one? Another one? Of all the raw blistering nerve. What makes you think you deserve another candy, you unmannerly churlish dullard?
I don't deserve one. I want one. Now let's have it.
How dare you so ungraciously demand candy of me, as if it were some divine right granted to you by the greatest of powers? Shall I just kneel to this whim of yours, oh great one? Pass my treasured candies onto your stigmata to sacredness? Why don't I anoint them with precious oils, have them blessed first? He stomps his foot with each word. No, 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 I think not.
Just one, please?
I'll give you nothing, and you'll like it.
He plops a candy in his mouth for emphasis.
So good.
He swirls it in his mouth, his eyes closed as if he were wrapped with ecstasy.
So delicious.
I want one, and you'll give it to me. Now, let's have it. Same thing. Okay. I guess I'll forget it then.
I shall. Forgotten. Forgotten it is, you scabbers, rot-brained clattertrap. Now farewell.
I still have questions, though.
I care not, you yeasty beef-witted pignut.
His eyes bulge out as he jabs his finger at you.
Now off with you! Off with you! And do not return without being prepared to show the proper respect. Come bearing tribute, a gift.
He suddenly draws close and whispers from the side of his mouth,
Candies or chocolate would be nice, but nothing common, mind you. Bring something exotic. Now be gone.
Fine, I'll look around the ward for something suitable, I guess.
Updated my journal.
Well, this mage is genuinely like a child with his candy. Also, he's got a... Oh, never mind, that's Mort. I was like, he's got a skull floating on top of his staff. No, that was just Mort. Okay. I think that's enough of this place. Well, so Quell won't talk to us until we bring him something exotic. So I'm guessing just popping into the local store and buying some candy will not do. Not that I can do that anyway, but I guess I should just keep exploring the ward, unless I've got something on me already, but I very much doubt it. Fiend's tongue. So this is what I was talking about with loosening someone's tongue, right? Someone here at the fest hall, actually. I'm not sure if I should do that first or if I should visit the advocate. I think I will actually visit the advocate first. Well, this doesn't look like candy. It's still a sphere. Just touching it makes your skin crawl. Definitely not candy. Tears of sorrow. Nope, not it. Okay. Let us get out of here. There is only one exit here. Just checking. Make sure I don't miss anything. Actually, let's talk to the sensates just to see if they have anything unique to say. No, they don't. Okay. Good to know. So, let's see. What, Oh. Oh. Get Echo to speak to me. Echo could be the person whose tongue I'm supposed to loosen. That would also explain why I have the option to ask about her. Of so many people at the brothel. Anyway, let's
Done.
let's explore the fest hall first, because I'm pretty sure there is still something I could do here. Hey, Jumbo Murdersons, how are you doing? Jumbo gives you an awkward bow and an uneasy look. It's clear he'd rather not have anything more to do with you. Okay, just passing by. Now I know there's supposed to be like something I can do to get the local mage to help me and train me a bit more, maybe. Honestly, not sure how to even go about doing that. What am I getting for Merryman again? Oh no, the quest log is getting a bit full again. Water from the river Styx. Well, I just so happen to have some, don't I? Merryman squints up at you. Well, have you something that will wipe my mind of these accursed memories? I certainly hope you haven't returned without. You never get the keys to Delora's heart that way. Okay, wait, what? I'm pretty sure I do have something. Unless I dropped it somewhere. Hang on, what? Oh! Oh, I don't, do I? I actually couldn't get the tears, if I remember correctly. Sticks? Yeah. Okay, I'm pretty sure something happened when I tried to get it that I couldn't. But the journal doesn't say. Man, the journal is so frustrating. It doesn't really do what I expect a video game journal to do, you know?
Done.
On one hand, it gives you additional details, so you're kind of obliged to read it if you want like very much the full story. But on the other hand, it doesn't record some things that I would very much like for it to record. So it's kind of like, it's difficult to predict when it will be useful and when it won't, you know? It's kind of annoying. Now, well, now that I'm around, now that I'm here, I'm also trying to check for any other exits that I have missed, because I don't know. I have the feeling that. Hang on, why are there two exits here? I guess they must be the same, right? Right? Let me just test, just to make sure. Oh, okay, this is this one. Okay.
I'm gone.
Makes sense. Well, I think I'll actually go straight to the Advocate before I forget to do that, because that is what most intrigues me about the story right now, to be honest. So that is what we shall do.
Done.
I'm getting paranoid. I'm almost bracing myself for another attack from the Lady of Pain, because I feel like I've progressed so much in the main quest. But the brothel, that's probably gonna be my next stop, unless something even more interesting comes up here at the Advocates. Now, should I... hang on. Should I tell him... Diligence? Have we spoken to you? Yeah, we did. Okay. It's getting a bit hard to keep track of all the people around here.
I'm gone.
And now, should we tell the advocate about our exact relationship with Deionarra? Because if I remember correctly, we told him that we told him who we were, but we did not tell him, because we didn't know it at the time, that we had manipulated her so badly. So let's just speak to him. You see Iannis. He turns as you enter and affixes you with a tired gaze. There are dark sags beneath his eyes, and he looks as if he has not been sleeping. Greetings. You again. Iannis frowns slightly as he stares at you. What is it you want this time? I had some questions. Very well. What is it I can help you with? Oh boy. Do I really want to tell him that? I feel like that's gonna destroy him, isn't it? But didn't I promise him to tell him if I learned anything else of his daughter? Let's tell him. Iannis, there is a sensory stone in the sensorium that contains a fragment of your daughter's experiences. His eyes blaze with hope. There is? But in which one? You must tell me. It's one of the sensate sensory stones. If you're not a sensate, you could not gain access. He thinks for a moment. I must find a way. Perhaps they would make an exception for her father. Not likely. If you wanted I could speak to someone, I'm certain they would make an exception in your case. I do not wish to break the sensate's laws. Honestly, I don't care about the sensate's laws. That probably puts me more on the chaotic side of the spectrum. Nevertheless, I could speak to someone and see if something else might be done. I could help you for a price. Now, in the sensory stone, she left a legacy number for me. Do we want to follow through with that? I say do it. Ah, Iannis nods. It seems you spoke true. My daughter was known to you then. He sighs. Hold a moment and I will see what was left to you.
Updated my journal.
Whoa, 4 different items. I'm not even sure I have that many slots in my inventory. All the articles are accounted for. Iannis is holding 3 scrolls in his hands. I had no idea she had established a legacy here. He is staring at the items, almost hypnotized. Here you are. If I may I read them, sir? Let me read them first, then I shall decide. Of course. Iannis seems broken. But please, I beg you, I have very little left to remember my daughter by. I will return after I have read them. Yeah, let's vow. Okay. Let me just settle around this table. If it's indeed a table. Looks like it is. Now, we have some, we have a Deionarra's Legacy, a Healing Scroll, Deionarra's Ring, and, this one wasn't it. I got 4 items. What was the 4th one? Oh, 2 Healing Scrolls. Okay, that makes sense. Deionarra's Wedding Ring, +1 to all saving throws, +1 to armor class, +3 to armor class versus piercing, usable only by the nameless one. Okay. This ivory ring was part of Deionarra's legacy. It radiates a slight glow, and though it is cold to the touch, the chill is strangely comforting. The ivory band stretches to fit the width of any finger. Among the many secrets of the Society of Sensation is the ability to shape a peculiar stone from Elysium, dubbed Soul Stone. While this stone is not as powerful as the sensory stones, the Soul Stone is said to carry an imprint of the Shaper's feelings. These rings are often used in sensate marriage ceremonies, each ring inscribed with the feelings of the other. This ring was obviously intended for you. When wearing Deionarra's ring, you gain added protection from all attacks and additional protection from any piercing attacks. Presumably the ring's purpose is to shield the heart from shock and trauma, and this extends to any physical pain the wearer suffers as well. That sounds very useful. I'm wondering if it will somehow get twisted around as we wear it, because we're not worthy of the ring, you know, because of what we did. I wonder if the ring has kind of like some extra magic powers like that. The Displacer ring is pretty useful, Ring of the Traveler too, but I guess I'll go for this one. There we are. And make sure I give the Traveler ring to, well, I would give it to Mort, so he can dodge better, but he doesn't have a ring slot, obviously. So let's maybe give it to the healer. Oh shit, where did I put it? There it is.
A ring without a proposal? How improper.
Oh, a ring without a proposal. Well, my proposal is that you should keep this ring and nothing more, okay? Now, let's get to the heart of the matter. Deionarra's legacy. My love, if you are reading this, then the tragedy I have seen has come to pass. I have died, and you have remained to suffer the loss. Know this, my love. I know why you were forced to shield your feelings from me. You sought to protect me from the terrible burden you carry with you. The distance you kept between us was your way of protecting me, and the brief moments when we were alone and you let your feelings be known, that was when I knew you cared for me. All lies, all manipulations. Carry no regrets with you. Carry no guilt, for I came with you on your haunted journey of my own accord, and no matter how death came for me, I know that you did everything in your power to save me. Our lives are intertwined, my love, and death shall not be a wall between us. For my sight has seen what is to come, only in staccato fragments, but it is enough for me to know that we will be separated for a time, but we shall be reconciled again. Thus do not see my death as a farewell, but only as an interval before we meet again. Carry my ring with you, and these other pieces of me, and think of me. Keep me in your mind and heart, and that will be the beacon that brings us together. Forever, Deionarra. Well, I can promise you that I will carry the ring with me. She really did love the Nameless One, didn't she? And the Nameless One was not who she thought. 33 hit points. This tissue-thin velum scroll was part of Deionarra's legacy. The scroll is neatly rolled up and wrapped with a red ribbon. When the ribbon is opened, the healing magic contained within the scroll is released. The scroll will heal even the most critical of wounds. It disintegrates into powder when used, unfortunately, as they tend to. I shall put this letter in my stash of valuable items that I'm not quite sure what to do with. And the healing scroll goes to Mort, I guess. It feels wrong, but he's the one who's always out there fighting, you know, while the rest of us are just looking on. He's the one who needs a healing scroll the most. So the legacy thing was pretty brief. I think I'll... Actually, let me just talk to the advocate and let him read it. I feel like he deserves to read it. Here's Deionarra's legacy, as I promised. At least I can free up a spot in my inventory. Iannis takes the scroll and studies it. There is a long silence. Then he slowly looks up at you. You meant very much to my daughter. She was willing to give up her life for you. I believe that is the case. Even the sigh here is very much appropriate.
Updated my journal.
Iannis hands the scroll back to you. Thank you, sir. I appreciate your kindness. I mourn the loss of your daughter, and I hope her words gave you some comfort. Farewell.
I'm gone.
You know what? I think we should go see Deionarra. Like, right now. Feels appropriate. After all of this.
I'm gone.
Hang on, how do I get inside again? Do I have to ask Pox to sneak me inside? Is that the thing? Can you smuggle me into the mortuary? I forgot how I did this the last time. How did I even get into the mortuary last time? How about I pretend to be dead?
Let Pox see you play deader. You play deader good. Pox get you in, hi!
Pox watches your performance without a sound. When you get back up, he speaks.
Hi, Pox sell you. You want to be sold now?
Well, I guess. And there I am. And apparently I'm so good at pretending to be dead that even all my companions were brought along with me, which I very much appreciate. Now, apparently, the last time I was here, I still missed a lot of things. Or some things, at least. Notably, I should probably speak to all of the workers. I also had a... Oh, that's right. I had the key, but it's not on me. I put it in one of the barrels in the square, or whatever it was. So, next time's the charm, I guess. This corpse is lumbering along a triangular path. Once it reaches one of the corners of the triangle, it pauses, then turns and staggers towards the next corner. It has 965 tattooed on the side of its skull. As you approach, it halts and stares at you. Heh, looks like someone forgot to tell this sod to stop walking the rule of threes. What do you mean? These corpses don't have much left in the attic, so they can't do more than one task at a time. When they're told to do something, they'll keep doing it until someone tells them to stop. This poor sod probably finished some task and they forgot to tell him. Yeah, what was the rule of threes, though? I completely forgot about that, if I have indeed spoken to this corpse at all. Well, the rule of threes is one of those laws about the planes, about things tending to happen in threes. Or everything's composed of 3 parts, or there's always 3 choices, and so on and so forth. Yeah, but you don't sound like you hold much faith in it. It's a load of wash if you ask me. If you look for a number, any number, and try to attach some great meaning to it, you're gonna find plenty of coincidences. Okay. Yeah, I'm pretty sure we've heard about this, but it's interesting. The rule of 3 hasn't come up much, has it, throughout the game? Dal is still around, still coughing. Man, this guy looked like he was about to die the first time we met him, and here we are 50 hours later. And he's still alive and well? Question mark. Anyway, this is not who we came here to see. So I should have probably gone downstairs. That would have been the smart thing to do there. Let's go see Deionarra, and I hope she has some new dialogue after we did this, because if she doesn't, I will be very disappointed.
All right.
Are you here, my love? Oh, there she is. I was afraid she wouldn't even pop up at this time.
My love, you have returned to me. Can it be that your memories have returned?
Not yet. Well, I guess not yet, but, Oh, come on, seriously? All of this is old, isn't it? What was that vision you spoke of before, though?
This is what my eyes see, my love. Unfettered by the shackles of time.
I don't remember this. I mean, I remember that she had a vision. I don't remember the vision all that well.
You shall meet enemies 3, but none more dangerous than yourself in your full glory. They are shades of evil, of good, and of neutrality, given life and twisted by the laws of the planes.
Interesting. So, my 3 enemies shall be of all these alignments? Of the 3 basic alignments? Well, now I'm wondering, like, who they are. So, who are my enemies? The Lady of Pain? Savle, I guess? Anyone else?
You shall come to a prison built of regrets and sorrow, where the shadows themselves have gone mad. There you will be asked to make a terrible sacrifice, my love. For the matter to be laid to rest, you must destroy that which keeps you alive, and be immortal no longer.
A prison built of regrets and sorrow? Where the shadows themselves have gone mad. It wouldn't be Savle's prison, would it? Doesn't seem that way to be.
I know that you must die, while you still can. The circle must come to a close, my love. You were not meant for this life. You must find that which was taken from you and travel beyond, into the lands of the dead.
I do not doubt your ability to rise from the dead. I do believe that every incarnation weakens your thoughts and memories. You claim you have lost your memory. Perhaps it is a side effect of countless deaths. If so, what more will you lose in successive deaths? If you lose your mind, you will not even know enough to realize that you cannot die. You shall truly be doomed. How long has this been going on? I do not truly know, except that it has gone on long enough. It's always fascinating to come back to something that you saw at the beginning and didn't know the full significance of. And I still don't know the full significance of this, but I know definitely more than I knew at the very beginning, you know? But all of these options are
I shall
old,
wait
though.
for you in death's halls, my love.
I don't see a new option here. Strange. Okay, I'm not sure what to think about that. Well, I think that'll do it for today's episode. I know it was kind of short for episode 50, but I hope you enjoyed it nonetheless. Thank you very much, and I will see you in the next one. Bye.